Hi, welcome. In this video, I'd like to discuss this issue of how things appear disconnected in terms of behavior. And the common statement that you hear a lot from people is that it's like, you know, Dale, my dog is pretty good, except. Okay, but I encourage people to really think about that statement, especially the information I'm putting forward, that the pretty good part, okay, is based on appearances. Okay, and the accept part is actually the revelation or truth that is being revealed through certain interactions. Okay, really think about that, because here's the thing: you can take this example again, apply it to my parenting example, where a very selfish child will appear pretty good, okay, except the moment you ask them to take the garbage out. Okay, I mean, and then you're like, what is going on? Well, again, it's the same thing, is that the context of as a dog gains control, okay, in the relationship, it offers a false image of balance. Okay, this is in fact, this is really the number one thing in the dog training world that the majority of trainers have no clue about. Okay, they're looking at things in a superficial way, and this is why, if you think about it, why when when I talk about the superficial application of learning and the problems that creates, you know, through just at a response level without any sort of context in terms of a dog's ability to hold control, that aligns with that. Okay, because and this is so it makes sense, the fact that they don't understand what's really happening. Okay, this is why people feel blindsided. You know, they feel even trainers feel blindsided, or can feel blindsided when things look a certain way, and they assume that, you know, the relationship is moving in the right direction because they've aligned themselves with this inherently flawed assumption. Okay, this type of hands-off style of, you know, interaction where they're, you know, rewarding dogs for assuming that response is what it is, and it really, you can't do that. You can do it, but, you know, you're gonna be deceived. And this is why, again, this system of training is very intentional. Okay, I talk about the system of training, why it's interaction based. Okay, and what it does is it gives you information as to where you're truly standing in the relationship, but not just that. Okay, it creates change. Okay, so it provides revelation and change every step of the way, so you're not feeling blindsided. Okay, you're not being deceived by a bad picture, and change is happening, which is great. So again, I just want to put out there this whole thing about you know, how things appear, how things can seem disconnected, as though the truth is kind of on the fringes, and then you're wondering, you know, I've even heard people say, Dale, my dog seems like bipolar. I said, well, it seems that way, right? But it's not. It's just that it's context. It's about understanding how to make sure that you're looking at the picture properly. It's like taking a magnifying glass of the picture, making sure it's not a counterfeit, making sure it's not just a copy of the original. This system of training is all about you know, depth. Okay, it's all about understanding how to make sure that meaningful change happens between dogs and owners. So I would really encourage people to think about this issue of how things appear, because appearances get people into all sorts of trouble, because as humans, we use our eyes, we see things a certain way, and we make assumptions. With dogs, you can't do that. Well, you can do it, okay, but it's going to lead into problems. But again, I encourage you to really apply my example of even the selfish child, because if you think about it, yeah, you have to be able to put the picture to the test, even the relationship to the test, to determine, you know, where you're standing in the relationship. It's the same thing. Thanks for watching.